There are lots of sayings that go along with hearts, from wearing your heart on your sleeve to calling someone heartless. The blood-pumping organ is incredibly famous. Our four-chambered heart works in partner with our lungs in order to oxygenate red blood cells and pump the blood and nutrients to other organs in our body. Sometimes, whether due to genetic or environmental factors, our heart's ability to pump blood can decrease. If doctors determine that the heart cannot be fixed, a transplant may be necessary. Orthotopic transplantation, the traditional method, requires the recipient's heart to be removed and replaced with the donor's heart, a one-for-one swap. But if there isn't a suitable donor heart available in time, or if the recipient's body wouldn't be able to withstand the transplant, it's not always an option. Thankfully, there is another option that doctors can resort to if all else fails. Heterotopic transplants, also called piggyback transplants, allow the recipient to keep their heart and still benefit from the help of another. The result is, quite literally, a heart-to-heart. And whereas orthotopic transplants only work if the recipient and the donor's hearts match in size, heterotopic transplants don't require the perfect fit. Normal blood flow in a single heart starts from the vena cava, inferior or superior, which brings in deoxygenated blood from the body to the right atrium. Blood then moves to the right ventricle, which sends it to the lungs via the pulmonary arteries. Red blood cells drop off carbon dioxide and pick up oxygen, and then re-enter the heart via pulmonary veins to the left atrium. From there, the newly oxygenated blood moves into the left ventricle, the most muscular of the four chambers, and is sent out through the aorta and into the rest of the body. Throughout this process, valves that separate the atria from the ventricles close and open to prevent blood from flowing backwards in the heart, a condition called cardiac regurgitation. This condition puts a strain on the heart's muscle and can cause fatigue, and it's a reason why someone would undergo a heterotopic transplant. After the procedure, two hearts are sharing the same job, which puts less pressure on the original heart and its valves. The technique is tedious, although not overwhelmingly complicated. Essentially, all blood vessels from the recipient's heart, the veins and the arteries, are connected to the corresponding vessels in the donor's heart. Sometimes, extra pieces of vein from the donor are used to aid in the connection if the reach is too far. The end result is a tangled web of tubes and chambers that makes circulation less strenuous. There is always at least one complication from the surgery. The lower portion of the right lung is restricted due to the presence of the donor's heart. Surgeons say, however, that therapy focused on lung expansion after the surgery can restore function within a few days. Research suggests that orthotopic versus heterotopic yield similar results, which means that the piggyback transplant technique is not more dangerous than the traditional method. Plus, how cool is it to have two hearts beating as one? It's your body's own internal love story.